Coming up, let's reminisce for a minute. This mall in southeast Missouri has seen its ups and downs, but it's still around. Let's take a nostalgic look to see what it used to be like. Good morning, everyone. This is Trey from Midwest Day Trips here at Cape Girardeau, Missouri, here at the West Park Mall. Now, I've been coming to this mall for years, and I have some nice memories about this place. It's not what it used to be, but we're going to take a look at what it used to be. So come day tripping with us. Back in the early 1980s, the Drury family, already well known for their successful hotels, set their sights on a new project that would change shopping in Cape Girardeau forever. They broke ground on what would become West Park Mall, envisioning a modern, enclosed shopping center that would bring big-name retailers and a fresh retail experience to the region. At the time, it was a huge development for the area, sparking excitement and curiosity as construction began. So here in front of the entrance, there's Barnes & Noble. Back in the day, Barnes & Noble was in that building over there. Back in the day, in that building right over there. In the late 1990s, a big change came to West Park Mall when Barnes & Noble relocated from its standalone store across the street and moved right into the mall itself. This wasn't just a small addition, it became one of the mall's anchor tenants, instantly drawing in book lovers from all over the region. With its cozy atmosphere, sprawling selection of books, music, and a cafe perfect for lingering, it added a whole new vibe to the mall. Way back in the day, there used to be a Starbucks at this entrance, and a Cinnabon, and at one point there was a Mexican restaurant here. Let me take this opportunity to give a shout out to the French Colonial Merchants Association for letting me use this old footage from 1998. We're going to line up the shots from then and now, a full 26 years later. This is roughly the center of the mall, and this spot is bookended by two jewelry shops. And that hasn't changed much in the modern day, but they're a different type of jewelry shop now. And here we have my favorite attraction that's no longer here. When West Park Mall first opened, one of its most memorable features sat right in the heart of the shopping center, a beautiful water fountain. It wasn't just a small decoration, it was a centerpiece that brought a sense of calm and elegance to the bustling mall. Shoppers would often toss coins in while making wishes, and kids loved leaning over the edge to watch the water sparkle under the skylights. Over the years, as the mall evolved, the fountain was eventually removed. The mall definitely lost a lot of character when the fountain went away. Anyway, let's check out a few more locations. You'd never guess it, but this used to be a cool spot as well. Right here was a location for Hardee's. It was actually 2 stories and it had an upstairs play area with a ball pit and a balcony. This right here is pretty appropriate because right over here we had a Chinese restaurant that was here forever. I don't even remember what the name of this place was, but it had to have been here for like 15 or 20 years. It probably had like 4 or 5 tables in it. Pretty small. The West Park Mall opened in 1981. My first visit to this place was roughly about 10 years after that. So let's talk about anchor stores, the pillars of the mall. In mall terms, an anchor store is like a big store that serves as sort of like a foundation where people start or end their shopping experiences. The original anchors for this store were JCPenney and Famous Bar. Venture was eventually added shortly afterwards. We are down by where Famous Bar used to be, which eventually became Macy's before it closed in 2021. This was part of a larger strategy by the Macy's Corporation. They ended up closing about 125 stores. Apparently, they had already planned on downsizing before the pandemic, but I'm sure the pandemic had an effect on expediting that process. All of these shots cannot be recreated because a lot of that area is blocked off with this barricade. This shot, on the other hand, can be recreated. Man, 1998 doesn't seem like that long ago, but for this mall, it's a lifetime ago, because this place is all but dead in comparison. I guess it's because these shots are from an era that predates ordering things online. And now we make our way down to the other corridor of the mall, towards a different anchor store. Barnes & Noble is considered an anchor store now, and like I said, it didn't used to be here. This part of the mall has been completely redone.
Later on, Old Navy, as well as Barnes & Noble, became anchor stores here. Both of these were major projects. In fact, Old Navy put Garfield's out of business, which was one of my favorite restaurants at the time.
Here you can see Garfield's in the background to the left. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, to the left of that entrance was a hallway that led outside. You would actually walk past several rows of table on your way into the mall. And as you can see, it looks nothing like that anymore. Old Navy has completely taken over that entire area. Here we are, standing in about the same spot, but looking the other way into JCPenney, which is still there today. I would have had my money on Macy's to win that war, but I guess I would have been wrong.
This is obviously being shot during the holiday season. I know it's not coming out during the holiday season, but hey, malls are a little bit more festive during the holiday season anyway, right?
That white and black facade is Venture, which I guess was similar to a Walmart or a Kmart. Lots of cool stuff in there, and nowadays it's a furniture store. I'm actually surprised that they were able to find a tenant for that huge space, to be honest.
This right here used to be the Pasta House. Man, this place was here forever. I couldn't believe it when it finally closed.
I would compare the Pasta House to Olive Garden, about the same quality. People would often go to the movie theater right across the way and have dinner before or after. Man, I miss this theater. I saw Pocahontas and the Star Wars Special Edition there. I was super disappointed when the theater went out of business.
This right here was the entrance to the movie theater, and they had arcade games up here. None of this was here, I don't believe. But you walk all the way over here, and it was the exit for the movie theaters. And that's where you would come out at. And right here is where Venture was.
This space was also a Shopko, as well as a Steve & Barry's. Not quite an anchor anymore, is it?
Even though they put in a nice restroom over in this part of the area, this area just doesn't have the same life that it used to have back in the day.
This cookie shop right here has been here for so long.
And we love Casey's Cookies. It's still a great place to grab a cookie.
You know what this area needs? A water feature. Yeah, I said it.
This location was Radio Shack. That location was KB Toys. Totally different era we live in today, huh?
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad the mall is still alive. Many other malls didn't make it at all, and it blows my mind that I'm old enough to have seen the almighty shopping mall fall from glory. It's cool to come back and remember a bygone era that used to be. Things change and they will probably never go back to what they used to be, but it would be so cool if they could.
Macy's is no longer here. It's been completely gutted and they're working on it as we speak. Well, not literally as we speak. I think they had the day off today, but check out where they are so far.
I'm curious how this new version of the West Park Mall will perform. Will it be a new heyday for this particular mall? Well, I won't hold my breath for that, but maybe the mall still has a second wind, and maybe it still has some good days ahead of it. As renovations continue, there's a sense of cautious optimism about what's ahead for West Park Mall. While it may never return to its bustling heyday, these updates could breathe new life into the space, creating opportunities for modern shopping, dining, and community gathering. Only time will tell if the mall can reinvent itself for a new generation of visitors.
Like I said, the resources were extremely limited. There's gotta be more pictures and video of this place back in the day. So if you have any, please send them to me. Let's keep the memories alive. Anyway, that's gonna about do it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, everyone.